We're here. It's been.
Ah!
I will play some Len.
We're scared. Dren's scared. He's like, no, too much.
I'm old. I'm prime heart attack age.
Oh, okay.
I am the oldest member of the crew, you know. I am.
Well, there you go.
By a good 5-6 years.
And by that, he means he's 32.
Yeah, exactly.
And by that, he means he's the wisest of the crew.
That's debatable, but okay.
I mean,
the nom de guerre is ironic. So
I tell you, I thought I was going to have a heart attack watching that A&M South Carolina game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just like, what the hell is going on, man? I mean,
oh yeah, the chat was all in like, Shelby, are you okay? I'm like, don't talk.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
I just want you to know that our South Carolina crew, we jinxed it in our chat. Someone said something like, now they want to show up. And then I said, A&M is due for one of these losses. They always lose one. They shouldn't and derail their season. And then everything went to hell.
For them.
Well,
yes.
South Carolina got mad at Shelby for calling them not a rival. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, it's like they think there's some kind of rivalry now. I remember this conversation from a couple of years ago.
Those bastards.
Yeah.
So I mean, the last 2 weeks have seen some of the weirdest, just segments of football that I've seen in a while, and that's saying a lot. The whole Notre Dame Syracuse curb stomping. I mean, that was an old school Lou Holtz early '90s beatdown.
Oh, Mitch has arrived to make his comment.
I mean, Notre Dame hadn't hung 70 on somebody in forever.
Oh, that was my friend texted me and goes, Notre Dame just put up 70, and I was like, okay, obviously they're not playing anybody, and I looked and I was like, for that, okay, somebody's mad.
I mean, and I like Fran Brown. I think Fran Brown's a good coach. I do not know how you recover from that.
Fair.
I mean, you went from a coach who could score 100 points a game, but would give up 120 points a game, and now you've got a coach who still is giving up 100 points a game, but can't score 20.
Yeah.
And so that's penthouse to the outhouse in a lot of ways. And then there was that sequence in the fourth quarter of NC State and FSU where NC State punts the ball, the kicker shanks it, and it hits off the helmet of a Florida State player. And then NC State recovers it, and somehow Florida State's defense holds, and NC State has to punt again, and then Squirrel White muffs the punt. And then like 3 plays later, NC State scores and wins the game. It was messed up. I mean, one of my colleagues at work is a FSU graduate. And I was like texting him. It's like, dude, if you want me to teach your first class and come in late on Monday, I'll understand, because it's like, I wouldn't want to show up either after that. That was just god awful.
That's how I felt following the Cowboys on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. I was watching, I was at Wicked. And I was watching the notifications from my other group chat of Cowboys fans, and there's like flipping shit. And I was like, okay, either something good's happening or we have really hit rock bottom.
Yep.
One of the two.
Little column A, little column B. Yeah.
We hit rock bottom, but we kind of fixed it.
Yep.
Kinda.
Yep.
Just a little.
But like, fuck the Eagles, and that's all I have to say about that.
I have a nephew who's become a de facto Eagles fan. He, when the Titans sucked, he kind of glommed onto the Eagles, and so he actually works for a congressman based out of Philadelphia. So He actually was able to score tickets to a game last year.
Hey, they're not. I mean, they're a good football team. It's just
they're just horrible people, and they're just horrible people, according to the Cowboys fans. It's the Buddy Ryan thing,
Just like Longhorns are horrible people too. But we'll get to that in a minute.
I wish I could say the same thing about Commodores, but I have too many in my family. So,
Sydney, how are you feeling about Arkansas football right now?
Ready for it to be over. Excited for Sunday. I can tell you that. Ready to see who's taking the reins. Ready for the season to be completely over. Ready to hopefully have a brand new defense next year.
Find you a Cassius Howell. I hear it works.
Yeah. I'm excited for if we can keep our backup KJ Jackson. I'm really excited for what he can do. He played I think he came in the fourth quarter against Texas, and I mean, it wasn't the best quarterback play I've ever seen, but it was very impressive for a kid.
It was a step up from what you had.
And it was impressive for a kid who's never played. And I actually interviewed him on my old podcast a couple years ago whenever he committed to Arkansas. And just really good, nice kid. So hopefully he can stick around and kind of take over.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Unless, the booster just start, hitting the meth pipe pretty hard, there's no way Petrino stays.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too much water in the pitch there.
Oh, here's Mikey's thankfulness. Sid, are you ready?
He's rage baiting me. You're keeping him, Mikey.
I mean, the numbers are dropping. I mean, Eric Morris is off the table.
Yeah.
With a team that still has an outside shot of getting into the playoff, which is, kind of surprising.
Kane Womack train.
Where is he now?
He is Alabama's defensive coordinator.
Well, I mean, if there is that wild ass rumor that DeBoer is being considered to go to Penn State. So
yeah,
if that were to happen, I mean, you might lose out on that deal.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many dominoes that are still yet to fall. I'm not convinced that Steve Sarkisian is not going to leave Texas.
I'm not either, honestly.
I mean, it's kind of. I can understand why you don't want Dabo, because you don't want somebody who's that disgruntled coming in for a rebuild job.
We have enough problems with NIL.
Frankly, somebody's got that many miles on them.
Yeah.
So I get that. I mean, and somebody who ironically could probably net you a lot of NIL money, but has no desire to do the NIL game.
Yeah.
So that's the irony of Dabo.
And NIL is a huge issue at Arkansas right now. So,
I mean, the guy who absolutely, and I've been saying this in the chat all week, and I've got nobody to bite on it. That absolutely fascinates me, because whoever gets him is going to get a good coach, and with more resources, he could do a lot of damage. Pat Fitzgerald is going somewhere. Whether or not he gets a head job somewhere, or if he ends up being somebody's D coordinator, I mean, he's been cleared of all wrongdoing. I mean, Northwestern had to pay through the nose to get out of that lawsuit, and they know, and so, and Fitzgerald played it very well. He kept his mouth shut the whole time until he got his money. Until it was like, he was cleared, and he didn't say a word. And he goes, I'm ready to work. Somebody hire me.
There you go.
And I don't know that he goes to an SEC team, but I think it would be a mistake not to give him a look anyway. I mean, he's definitely a guy you wouldn't probably have to pay as much out the gate.
Problem is, Arkansas cannot afford to take a gamble on this hire with the situation they're in. I mean, it'll make or break Hunter Yurchek's career and as an athletic director at Arkansas. And it's just like it's been enough the last decade. So
I mean Fitzgerald makes me think that would be a better fit at Auburn than Brian Harsin was. From a personality vibe. Pat Fitzgerald is genuinely loved by everybody who's ever played for him. And the people who have been around him say he's a really heck of a good guy. And I mean, honestly, that's what Auburn needs right now. Yeah. I mean, they need to de-schemify their image.
I had forgotten they had fired their coach. Like that, just completely forgot about that. It's okay. Yep. So many teams are on the coaching carousel or could be on the coaching carousel that my brain is like, oh my God.
Yeah, and I work with 3 of them.
I'm not convinced that Mark Stoops is not going to retire either.
Yeah.
That would be another job I could see opening up. Yep. I mean, South Carolina's stuck with Beamer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really thought
Suckers.
I didn't think that they'd get Franklin, and I thought Beamer would end up going over there.
Which is kind of interesting. Do you know who was first rumored to be James Franklin's DC choice?
Who?
Brent Pry. Why would you stay? I mean, you just got fired from the head job. Why would you stay to take a demotion?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes zero sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were a betting man, if Lane takes the LSU job, which I'm not convinced he's going to take.
I don't know what in the world he's going to do.
He wants to milk it for all the attention he can get is what he wants. Little whore.
And then be like, look, I stayed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but the if LSU doesn't get him, then that probably means John Summerall's going to LSU. Then the sad thing about Florida is whoever is hired at Florida is still going to be probably the 3rd best college football coach in the state.
Sorry.
You're not going to get a better coach than Alex Golesh. And I have been told from somebody who is very close to Golesh that Golesh does not want to leave South Florida right now. He's building something there. He is happy where he is, and he's not ready to go. I mean, honestly, the only job I think he would take if it opened up right now would be Tennessee. That would be the only job I think Alex Golesh would take.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad A&M's not dealing with this right now.
Yes. Elko pulls this off. He's got a job for life.
God.
Yeah.
I love, though, they asked him about the Penn State job, and he looked at his wife, and he said, she makes the decisions. Ask her. I love it.
Oh, Brent Key had the best response when they asked him, if he was a candidate for anything, if he was leaving Georgia Tech. He said, cut me open, see what color my blood is. So, he's like, I'm not leaving. Now, granted, he's going to have a really rough next couple of years because that was the that was the most experienced team in the ACC, or that is the most senior heavy team in the SEC, ACC, excuse me. And if he was going to do something, it was going to be with those guys, and they choked.
Yep.
And Shelby, I know you love Haynes.
My heart.
But eventually that squid was going to run out of ink. I mean, the kid could only take so many beatings. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if he could have kept it up, there's no way Fernando Mendoza is the number one choice for the Heisman.
Yeah.
I really think that Haynes King is sitting here watching Marcel Reed. Like, where was that offensive line when I was there?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many times I got hit?
Exactly. Exactly. And I somebody said this is the weirdest coaching carousel ever, and I don't know about that. There have been some pretty bizarre coaching carousels. I mean, Kelly to LSU was pretty bizarre.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. It was. That one.
Like
Nobody saw that coming. And as we found out, there was a reason for that. I mean,
terrible culture fit.
Yes.
Did y'all see his son with his free BK shirt? I'm like, y'all, he got he's not in
free my boy. Long live BK. Like, what are you even saying?
Like,
his lawyers are trying to argue that LSU drawing out, not paying the buyout, is keeping him from being able to get a new job.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I'm just kind of like, dude, take the money and go to the beach. Go to the beach.
Also, who's on your phone calling you right now? Is what I want to know. Like, I don't think.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot going on, but I don't think anyone's really knocking on your door at the moment.
Jimbo, same story.
Yeah.
No one's calling Jimbo. He's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm not convinced that Jimbo's time is not over. I mean, Florida State has announced they're keeping Norvell for another year. And I think that's just a buyout move. Because they don't want to pay his buyout. Board of Regents won't approve a buyout for him because it's too much money, and so they're waiting to get the number down so they can sell fire. They can sell getting rid of him. But that's another case of okay, who you gonna get?
Right.
I mean, that's the consistent Auburn dilemma for the past decade. Who you gonna get? And I don't know the answer to that question because all the decent coaches are going to want to stay away. I mean, you're obviously going to get somebody who's you're going to be working with somebody who's untested. Who's going to want it? And that might be a retread of somebody. I mean, somebody said, well, what about Prime? I said, look, Prime is in the perfect spot for Prime right now. He's not going anywhere. And with his health issues, nobody's going to hire him.
Yes.
I mean, the best thing for Dion is to stay where he is, smoke the legal weed so he can handle his pain, level, manage his pain level, and live out, just serve out your contract and be done. Because I mean, Colorado's only going to put up with him so long because the circus is already out of town in Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
It is that the shine is off the bloom is off the rose there. They're not going to put up with overpaying for barely being mediocre, which I don't even think they're that yet right now.
Like I said, I remember, and now A&M fans won't tell you, will act like this never happened. At the end of last year, there were so many people like already on the Fire Elko train.
Oh yeah.
They're like, we paid for the exact same shit. Obviously, he's not ready to be an SEC head coach, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, here we are. Maybe calm your shit. I don't know.
I mean, there are people who were after the Oklahoma game were bitching about Heupel, and I'm like, what more do you want from him right now? He ended the Bama streak. He ended the Florida streak. He's beating Florida. He's beating Florida, twice at home. He's beating Bama twice at home. Okay, yeah, he hadn't beaten Georgia yet. I mean, so I'm just like, what do you want? I mean, do you want to go back to where we were 6 years ago?
That's fair.
And I mean, is there a time, a time clock on this thing? Abso-friggin-lutely. He's not going to. At some point, he's going to hit diminishing returns. But I mean,
right now, it's okay.
Yeah, I get. Well, see, we have grown so impatient with coaches. Yeah. I mean, Johnny Majors did not have a respectable season at Tennessee probably for the first 5 years he was there. And he came to Tennessee the year after he won a national title at Pittsburgh. And he finally, it took Johnny Majors 8 years to win an SEC title. 8 years. And then he won two more in the next 5 years. Back-to-back titles. Actually, almost three in a row. So, and there are people who are just like, we need to get rid of this guy. He's not what we need. And I'm just kind of like, you know what? Y'all don't know what you want anymore. You don't.
They won a national title every single year. And when that doesn't happen, which it's not going to happen, it's like, I love the A&M fans that are like that. I'm like, we haven't had one since in the 30s.
Yep.
But y'all want it now? Like, you think it's going to happen overnight? I don't know what to tell you. I also enjoyed, some Longhorn fan at the beginning of the season when we picked up Mario and KC, they said, congratulations on some mid portal additions. And my friend sent me that tweet this morning. She goes, I love our mid portal additions. I was like, me too, bro. Can we get some more of those?
It's like, I'm actually pretty happy with Joey Aguilar. I mean, number 2 passer in the conference. I mean, had kind of a rough stretch there past the 2-3 games he played before Florida, but I mean, had no issues in the first half in Gainesville this past Saturday. Let me tell you.
Mm-mm.
And while I wasn't exactly thrilled with the way we played the second half, I damn sure wasn't sad.
Here you go.
I mean, and somebody made the argument. It's like, well, Heupel should have run up the score. I'm like, well, Heupel's not that kind of guy. But you know who is? Alex freaking Golish. Golish would have run it up. That's go. And that makes a lot of sense because a lot of Heupel's tempo and Heupel's push to go, that went south to Tampa. And that's when Golish left, that's what happened. And I hope it doesn't come back to bite us because, it's been a really kind of rough transition in a lot of ways.
I know. We got shit from Saturday for one, taking out Marcel early and not running up the score. But then they're like, oh, y'all are just stat padding for Marcel. I'm like, he literally played a quarter.
Yeah.
A quarter. What do you mean stat padding? And that's coming from Tech. So,
I mean, what's the point? What would be the point of leaving him in there and possibly getting him hurt
before the biggest game of his career?
Yeah. No. That's
like,
first of all, it's petty. And honestly, coming from Tech people, that's pretty damn rich.
Right.
Considering some of the mistakes they've had over the years.
I don't know. And I still, like, people are like, oh, Marcel, like, we've gone all in on the Marcel Heisman train.
Yep.
And I don't think he'll win it, but I'd love to see him be a finalist. I think that would be really great for him. That would really, like, I'd be really.
I think your finalists are going to be Mendoza, Pavia, Love, Sayin, and maybe Marcel.
I think it all depends on what he does on Friday.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, if by some unfathomable friggin' miracle Vanderbilt wins on Saturday and they make the playoff, I don't see how you don't give it to Pavia.
Diego Pavia is fun sometimes. Sometimes. We're gonna hopefully shut that little whore mouth of his this week. I want Tyree West to come on a rush and just squash his ass like a bug. I am convinced that Diego Pavia is Johnny Manziel with slightly less talent and bigger mouth.
Well, hopefully more common sense than Johnny.
And NIL.
That would be the
caveat.
Yeah, that would be the thing I would qualify there. And the irony about Manziel is Manziel never needed an NIL.
Nope.
His parents have money. Am I wrong about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have mattered to him.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
I mean, it's not that I think the kid's untalented. I mean, other than Bama at home, and we beat Bama at home in the same season. Who the hell's he beat?
Right.
He ain't beat Georgia. He ain't beat Texas. Well, neither we, but still. I mean, same time. I mean, you know. I mean, and last year, I mean, I want to beat him last year simply for the simple fact was, he was hurt last year. I want to beat his ass when he's 100%. I mean, because he was banged up last year. He was still running his mouth last year, but he was banged up.
He runs his mouth no matter what.
Yep.
Hell, I laughed when the Barstool Vandy account was like, when they played Bama and they're like, this one's for, or when they played Texas, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Like, this one's for Johnny, who never played Texas. I'm like, he's not even yours.
Yep.
So because your quarterback likes Johnny Manziel, y'all think you get to claim him now? Is that how that works? And they're like, no, you like him. Okay, well, y'all are weird. You can.
Johnny tends to revel in this kind of outcast thing, you know.
We love Johnny because Johnny was ours.
Yes.
And he can do, and like he's always, it's the way the Aggie life works. He's always going to be an Aggie.
Yeah.
No matter what he does, we will always, like, he's ours. It's weird to see other schools be like, we love Johnny. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What?
But the thing that, I mean, isn't he still kind of butthurt over what happened with Sumlin?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He
was at the time I know he wasn't happy about it.
I think he was more Cliff than he was Sumlin.
Okay.
And as I watched his documentary, and honestly, Cliff let him do whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah.
Because he was winning.
Yep.
Which tells you more about Cliff than it does about Johnny.
Yep.
Because Johnny was a college kid. You know, and like you give college kids that age an inch and they'll take a mile.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, yes, did Johnny make questionable decisions? Yes. However, nobody was stopping him.
Yep.
No one was being a leader in his life. That's just my opinion on that.
Well, everyone was riding his coattails.
Yep. And
when you literally wake up on third base.
That's why I laugh when people are like, Kyle Field is not the house that Johnny built. Stop saying that. I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't lie. The money you got to build that pretty stadium.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel jersey sales.
Like, don't even lie, Johnny.
And I and see a lot of, and I need to say this very carefully because it's gonna sound like something I don't mean it to, but that was the whole like waking up on third base thing was one of the problems I had with Colin Kaepernick. Okay, yes, you come from an oppressed class of people. You most definitely do. But my man, there was nothing oppressed about the life you led growing up. He was adopted. He had money.
Like I understand standing up for an oppressed group of people.
I understand, I fully respect him standing up for his beliefs, but don't play it like
it's you.
You didn't have a silver spoon up your ass.
Right.
You did. I mean, let's be real about it. I mean, the fight is a righteous fight. It is absolutely is a righteous fight. But at the same time, it's, you know, there's context there. It's like the people who try to make the argument that Martin Luther King was a horrible person. He wasn't. Was he a man whore? Absolutely. Absolutely. He was not a good husband. It's documented. But the works outweigh the actions.
Fair.
Yeah. So I mean.
All right.
Rivalry
week. We ready?
We're ready.
Egg Bowl, Sydney. What you got?
The Egg Bowl. Maybe Kiffin loses it on purpose and misses out on the playoff.
So he can leave?
No, I think Ole Miss takes it easily, and then we'll see what happens from there.
I think Ole Miss will win the game, and I think the the Cal College will win the fight after the game. That's usually the way those things go.
Yes.
Of course, we could have a situation where an Ole Miss player tries to take a leak on the field. You know,
I was about to say that he's gonna pee in the end zone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord. That will be a moment that will live in my brain, up there with the cleat eat.
Yeah, cleat eat. Yeah.
Like
definitely up there with the cleat eat. Yep. But I think Ole Miss is going to win.
I don't see a world in which Mississippi State wins, but of course, my team blew out Mississippi State. Can't relate. Some teams can't relate. Texas.
No. Well, Tennessee either. I mean, we ain't got no room to talk about them boys.
They want to point to the Texas Arkansas game, and they're like, "You said Blake, Arkansas was hard."
God.
And I'm like,
Arch Manning should win the Heisman after that.
I'm like, okay, let's talk about Florida. You want to play that game? Let's talk about, you almost lost to Kentucky. Remember that? Really?
And Mississippi State.
And Mississippi. You want to talk about common opponents? There are 3. You lost to one we beat. You almost lost to another we beat, and then you beat the living crap out of Arkansas, who is is in a completely different place now than they were when we played.
Yeah.
Like that's no. But whatever floats their boat. I'll get back to that. But I had to get that out. Okay. Yeah, I got Ole Miss in that one. Also on Friday is Georgia Tech.
I so desperately want Georgia Tech to win this thing.
I do too.
I don't. I think that it'll be close. I think it'll be closer than what Mitch and Ducati want it to be. But I think Tech is embarrassed, and I think they're pissed. But I also think Kirby Smart's a smart enough coach to take advantage of that. So I could see I'm gonna take Georgia in that one. I think 10 points is probably a pretty reasonable.
I would say it depends on which Haynes King shows up.
Yep.
Because like if the Haynes King that could win a Heisman shows up, this is a different game than the Haynes King that played last week.
Now my question is this: are they?
No, I don't know.
Are they in Athens or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'll still pick the dogs to win. What's the spread? I haven't seen.
I'm looking at the SEC website, so I do not know.
Okay.
I'll check.
Let me find it. Let's see.
Got to ask the interwebs.
Yeah.
13.5.
30. Yeah. I think Georgia will win. I'll take Tech to cover.
Same.
I think Tech will, at home. Tech will cover that.
I'm gonna pick Tech just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Just like I picked Oklahoma over Alabama just for shits and giggles, and it worked.
Yeah. Too bad that what you didn't have any money backing up those shits and giggles.
Right.
Could have made your rent.
All right, I'll let y'all talk, and then I'll talk. Texas Texas A&M at Texas.
Let's see.
A&M by like 2.5 or something. At least that's what it was this morning.
I'm looking.
I think A&M goes beyond that.
I would love it.
Yeah, A&M 2.5 at DKR. I mean, if it's the Texas defense that shut down John Mateer, although it was a diminished John Mateer, I think it could go badly. But yeah, I'll take A&M in the 2.5.
Texas defense didn't play extremely well last week against Arkansas.
They did not.
Arkansas's offense played pretty terribly against Texas. And when our backup quarterback went in the game, things kind of changed. I mean, not greatly, but more things were allowed. Throws were made, catches were made. We were able to run the ball in the first half pretty well, considering. So,
well, this Oklahoma team reminds me a little bit of the early 90s Alabama teams that Jay Barker was the quarterback of, where he did just enough. I mean, it's kind of the Stetson, a little bit of the Stetson Bennett thing, but not quite the same in terms of managing the game and doing enough and not making too many mistakes to screw it up for your team, and then riding a really good defense.
Yes.
Now this Oklahoma defense is not that 92 Bama defense. There will never, in my opinion, there will be another college defense better than that 92 Bama defense. Those guys were just phenomenal, and I loathe Alabama, but that was a good. I watched those guys play, man, and Eric Curry and Sam Shade and those guys, they were scary. but I think if Oklahoma's defense plays to form, I think Art's going to have a hard time moving the ball around. And
wait, I'm so confused now. We're talking about Oklahoma or A&M?
Oh, A&M. Sorry.
I was like, wait a second, who's playing Oklahoma?
Yeah, my bad, honey. My Adderall's worn off.
I feel that.
If A&M's defense shows up, I think they'll be okay.
I want Cassius Howell to make Arch Manning feel like he made Garrett Nussmeier feel. Like, I have told Sydney this. My favorite picture of this entire season, and it probably won't change, is Cassius Howell on the field celebrating a sack while Garrett Nussmeier lays on the field and he looks dead. Like, it literally made me laugh. And I was like, I shouldn't laugh at this. The kid's really hurt. But man, it was funny because he runs his mouth. About A&M at least. Anyway, no, I was kind of sad to hear most likely Le'Veon Moss is not going to play this game. Because we were really hoping he'd come back for Texas. Elko said most likely not, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm going to take that as a no. I'm going to choose to take it as a no, and if he plays, I'll be pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
But Ruben and Morrow are wow. Okay, like Ruben Owens had not lived up to billing because he's been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I was like, okay, cool, we're doing that now. And I told Sydney a couple episodes ago, I was watching The Pulse, and he basically said something along the lines of, I like playing at other people's stadiums because I like to see the defeat in their eyes.
Yep.
And then he said, except for at LSU because they all left. Well, so now I'm not even looking about like how long. It's not even how much are we going to win by. It's how many quarters before the Texas fans leave. That's what I want.
So you basically want a redo of game.
I just want to send them all home.
Forgive me for saying this, and I'm gonna say that. Well, the looks on the sorority girls from Gainesville was just so telling.
LOL.
And I will spare you the very uncouth comment I made to Brandon. But let's just say that the after party was going to be a downer. The after party was going to be a downer. Yeah, I mean that of course that would be the dream scenario.
I think
if you guys win big, Sarkisian's gone.
Not only that, but Marcel goes to New York.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
But if we lose, all we're going to hear is how amazing Texas is.
Yes.
And if we win, Texas fans will be like, well, you're number 3 in the nation. We're not even that good, so this doesn't even look good for you. Because you don't win in Austin. Like, it's not in a way of like you don't win in Death Valley, but like there's nowhere you either win the game, but they make an excuse as to why you won the game, or they beat you. They cannot accept that another team is better than them. It's just not possible.
You know, when you say something like that, I know one team that wins in Death Valley.
Yep.
Tennessee.
The Ags do.
Last 2 times Tennessee's played in Death Valley, they have won. Actually, no. 2 of the last 3 times. There was the Dewey debacle in 2010.
When we played in Death Valley this year, all we heard before the game is, this game's at night. Y'all aren't going to win and beat LSU at night. And not only did we win, we got their coach fired.
Yeah.
So, oops. I almost feel bad, except that I don't. I was watching the SEC roll call, and it's like the most recent one where he's like, where's A&M? And he's like looking at himself in the mirror. He's like, this is my worst nightmare. This is my problem, is that I beat myself.
I came up with the most horrible analogy for what you just said, Shelby. Not only did we kick your ass and take your prom queen girlfriend away from you, we banged her in the back seat of your car. That's what that sounded like to me. It's like that's how horrible experience it was for you that night.
Like, I'm sorry. Except that I'm not sorry, so it's
no. Fine. You can't feel bad because you don't feel worse.
I love Mike Elko. I think that he was a great pick for our coach. And honestly, I hope he stays for a very long time. Because I think he's a good culture fit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he was.
And you can tell the guys love him.
Yes.
And would run through a wall for him. Also, I'm still mad that on the Pulse we did not get the locker room speech at halftime before
the chair throwing
Carolina.
The chair throw.
I was like, no, yeah, he probably did throw a chair.
I went down.
I was like, okay, we got the end of the game speech.
Mm-hmm.
I want the one where they got ripped a new one.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. I love that the post game, he basically said, I don't know who our quarterback was playing for in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Elko. God. And Marcel just kind of went. We're like,
head
yeah,
down.
That's you.
Well, ladies, I need to run. I'm going to make my final pick and get out of here. We're favored by 3.5. It's Vanderbilt at home. I'm usually kind of reticent to take Tennessee at home against Vanderbilt because the last 2 times we've lost to them have been at home. We're going to win by 10, and I'll leave you at that. Happy Turkey Day, everybody. Catch you later.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, Dren. All right. Now we talk Saturday. Kentucky and Louisville.
Louisville.
Kentucky ass, my dude.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even count Kentucky in the list of like schools that are playing A&M now, old A&M quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Calzada hasn't played very much at all.
Yeah.
Calzone. So yeah, we tried. But who did Kentucky beat by a lot? Florida. That's right. I was like, Kentucky beat somebody by like by a lot. Florida. Oh, this one. Okay. If you would have told me that one of these teams would be fighting for bowl, would be not completely out of bowl eligibility, and one would just be there,
yeah,
I would have laughed. Clemson and South Carolina.
Yeah.
I could say 4-7. But Clemson was shocking.
Yeah. I'm shocked by I mean, I've been extremely disappointed in South Carolina this year, as all of their fans are, but I really didn't expect it to go like that. And Mike Shula should be studied for war crimes against Lenore Sellers.
Yikes. I'm gonna go. Is this at South Carolina?
It's at South Carolina.
Let's go with the Gamecocks.
I'm going to
I gotta give them something.
Yeah.
Because I took from them their will.
Yeah. Correct.
Also, on the topic of records and things that I didn't say about A&M and Texas, and I can leave it alone. At the beginning of the season, all I heard was, haha, you'll always be Texas 8-4. 4 if they lose to the Aggies. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Not saying, I'm just saying.
Like, maybe don't run your mouth about a season that hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you. And again, I like my mid-portal editions, so thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Though if I could pick up a mid-portal kicker, I'd love it. Just asking.
Be all right.
Anybody, let's pull the 12-man shit. Any of y'all can kick? Please. My mom asked me, she goes, is that actually legal? And I was like, no. No, you cannot do that. Vandy in Tennessee. Is Vandy
where is this?
If they win this?
Do what?
Is Vandy in if they win this, you think?
Yeah.
Whose spot do they take?
Where is this?
Neyland.
Ooh. At night?
3:30. 2:30, but 3:30.
I think Vandy can take it.
I would love it. Sorry, Dren.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy Diego Pavia. And I would even more enjoy playing him in the playoff and showing him that Johnny Manziel belongs to me and not him.
Yeah. That's fair. You know what? I like that.
Like, who does Johnny... Just if Johnny goes to that game, I'm assuming he wears an A&M jersey and not a Diego Pavia jersey.
Right.
If you don't, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Not that we were friends before, but still.
I think he's too big of an Aggie to not.
It's true. My friend was at the game on Saturday, and she texted us, and she goes, I just met Emmitt Smith. And I was like, no, you didn't. And he's like, yeah, he's here for senior day. He was just walking down towards the stadium, and I was like, excuse me? She's like, he is the nicest guy. And I was like, I know. I'm so mad.
Oh my goodness.
My mom has met him. He was at one of her work events, and she sent me a Snapchat and said, guess who I met? And I was like, shut up. Go away. Get out of my face.
That's funny.
Someone's calling me, and I don't know why. Oh, it's spam. We're good. Right now. Why? LSU and Oklahoma.
LSU doesn't even know why they're playing Oklahoma this weekend.
LSU's mad about
Bring back the Battle of the Golden Boot on Thanksgiving weekend, which I think they will next year. I think there's a very high chance.
And it's better than, of course, it was better than A&M LSU on that weekend because, like, that's no.
Yeah. Oklahoma wins it for sure.
LSU, but still. Oklahoma's defense is going to make Garrett Nussmeier look stupid.
I don't even think Garrett Nussmeier is going to play.
Good.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
I was watching the On Any Given Sunday or Saturday thing on Netflix just to kind of like rewatch from last season.
Mm-hmm.
And they were so sure that if Nussmeier came back, they were winning a title. And I was like, what gave you that inclination? At what point in his playing career did you look at that man and say, yep, title?
Yeah.
All right, Missouri and Arky.
Missouri is going to run away with that one. Ooh. It's supposed to be not great weather, too. It's just always a bad game for Arkansas, yeah.
You're going to go 0-8 in the conference?
Yeah.
Can't relate.
Make a hire Sunday, Monday, and move on.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
I talk mad shit for someone who's never seen a team be 11 or her team be 11-0. I'm just saying.
You know what? That's okay. You have that right at the moment.
I do. Let's see. I'm going to go Missouri, and I love you, but I just will. Florida and Florida State in Gainesville. 4:30.
That's going to be interesting.
I'm going to go Gators.
I'll go Gators, too, in honor of Ethan.
Love you, Ethan. We love you. Just like, and I really feel like Florida State fans are a lot like Texas fans. Entitled as fuck.
Yeah.
And I learned this not from Ethan, but from hiring Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah.
I could tell you where I was, like, at the minute when we hired Jimbo Fisher. Like, I was on somebody's podcast, and I was like, no. They're like, what happens if you don't get Jimbo? I was like, no, we're getting Jimbo. They're like, no, what happens if you don't get Jimbo? And now looking back, I'm like, I didn't want Jimbo. But I guess if we don't get Jimbo, we don't get Elko.
That's true.
And also watching Devon Achane in an NFL offense makes me mad at Jimbo all over again. That's all I have to say about that. And the Iron Bowl.
I think something crazy could potentially happen.
Give me War Eagle.
Yeah, I'm kind of down for some chaos. But then also, if we turn around and hire Kane after losing to Auburn, we kind of look stupid, but whatever. I want chaos.
As long as it doesn't involve me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to go 12-0, and I want chaos for everyone else. Which, honestly, A&M going 12-0 is like peak chaos.
Right.
Honestly.
That's true.
Because we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
A&M not supposed to do that. All right, highlight of your season. Like, what moment do you look back on?
Mine?
Besides firing, what's his bucket?
No, actually, I will say the highlight of my season was that Texas A&M game. We didn't get a night game in Fayetteville this season, but the rain made that game a night game. And when the sun went down, and it was the second half, and things were getting weird. I mean, I had the opportunity to be on the sideline for that game, and that was like one of the coolest experiences of my life, like standing down there and listening to a packed stadium, calling the Hogs, just getting rowdy. Like it was a super intense, close game, and it was like just so much happening, and it was just like a really cool moment. And
you got to meet Reveille.
Yes, and I got to meet the dog, and I got to meet Darren McFadden that day, and it was just a cool day, and it was a great game.
Can we just appreciate the dog?
The dog.
Like
I can't say her name right.
The dog.
And I don't want to botch it, so I just call her the dog.
Miss Rev?
Yeah, I'll say that. Miss Rev.
Miss Rev. And whenever she rolled out with her eye patch for the blackout game, I about lost my shit. This is it.
Yeah.
No, my highlight, and there are a lot, but is Cassius's sack trick versus Utah State.
Mm-hmm.
And then Myles Garrett one-upping him on Sunday.
Yeah.
Myles is having a monster season.
Yeah, he is.
And he would be appreciated so much more anywhere but Cleveland.
Yeah.
Come to Dallas.
He'd be really appreciated in New England.
Help me, please. No, Jerry's too cheap for that.
That's right.
Jerry's too fucking cheap for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Von Miller wanted to be a Cowboy. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
No, that and the Notre Dame game winner. Questionable as it may be. It counts.
Yeah.
And then the South Carolina game winner, EJ Smith.
Mm,
and the
awesome.
defense stepping up at the end of that. Love them. Love them. And I don't know if you watched, because I retweeted a bunch of shit. At the end of that game, our defensive captain, Torian York, looked at the camera and said, we weren't going to let the 12th man down. So it's not even, they're realizing what this fan base deserves.
Yeah.
They're like, these guys hang out with, like, what other you know? What other fan base do you know that's down 27 points at halftime and still is mostly full start of the third quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly. I don't.
Yeah.
And that's not me being a homer. I'm being serious.
Mm.
I've watched Missouri and LSU completely empty. And we weren't even winning by as much as South Carolina was beating us by.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
But here we are. Okay, we will end with one thing you are thankful for, Sydney.
Ooh. One thing is hard.
As many things as you would like, but at least
here's a basic one. I'm thankful for our group.
Yes.
Our Field of Streams group. Always good chat in there. No matter what it is, whether it's serious business, funny business, sports. I asked if anyone had a favorite set of knives yesterday, and I got a plethora of results. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for the job I have, the opportunities I get, family, friends, the whole thing.
I am also thankful for the chat and the fact that nobody laughed at me when I said I broke the shower today. Yeah.
Yeah.
The water was still on too, so it
I was wondering about that.
Because I had sat down to shave my leg, my other leg, my good leg. Because I can't shave the other one, but I was like, let me shave this one. So I sat down and everything came falling.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. It's a good thing I already washed out my hair. It was a whole adventure. But no, I'm also thankful for our Field of Streams group. I'm thankful for my friends and my family and you, because I love that I get to do this with you every week, and sometimes Ethan. And I'm thankful that my apartment now smells and looks like Christmas. I told because with the broken ankle, I have been like this emotionally.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So I need to decorate for Christmas.
I haven't gotten that far yet, but I can't wait to.
It's like the meme. It's like I'm one minor inconvenience away from putting up my Christmas.
Yeah.
It's okay. I didn't take mine down until July of this year.
Honestly, hell yeah.
And
mine usually stays up till like at least March.
My mom leaves hers up and just changes out the ornaments.
Nice.
I told her to do that as a child like 50 times. I was like, what if we left the Christmas tree up and just decorated it for different holidays?
That'd be fun. And
she was like, Shelby, that's weird. Shelby, that's weird. And then all of a sudden now she does it. And I'm like, this was my idea.
Yeah.
Give me credit. My idea. And then she goes around telling everybody and their mama about it and like taking credit for it. And I'm like, me. But yeah. All right. We will see y'all on the other side of Rivalry Week. Gigamags, saw 'em off, fuck Texas.
Whoop pig, I guess.
And also fuck Texas.
And also that, yeah.